and welcome back to the finish line, proudly sponsored by Hollywoodbets. We are here on Sunday. We are not going back over the weekend race, and instead we are going to bring you an ultimate Ante-Post video
live.
Christ, I thought you forgot about it.
And 5 weeks to the day from Tom Stagg.
Yeah, it is.
You are so much louder than Andrew as well. Andrew, I never ever thought I'd say this. You're gonna have to talk up a little bit.
5 weeks to the day. I just checked my calendar. Tom Stagg. There's going to be no Hollywoodbets podcast, the Finish Line podcast that day. I'm not doing it that day.
We might be dead.
You have a day off that day, Tom.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah.
Do a few snippets from the pub.
You might be.
You've got even quieter now, Andrew. I don't know what's going on.
I have.
Yeah.
You might be.
Hold up, 2 seconds.
You might be handcuffed to a dwarf or something, though, Tom. So
that'd make a good live show now, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Big Toe Dan loves to see me sober. I'm off the drink.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
It's technology, and see, I change things around in here, and I move stuff, and I might press something that I shouldn't have pressed on these things.
He painted everything, and it looks better in here. It does.
I'm in the process of redoing the whole place in preparation for the jump season.
Is that a new table?
Yes.
Yeah, new table and
everything.
Very good.
This is going to be gone. Oh, this is going to be gone soon, and be lovely.
I've got a sledgehammer if you need me to lend you one to take the bricks down.
Oh, he hasn't pissed me off yet. He's all right.
Usually I can see those comments. I cannot see those comments.
Can't
That's
you?
way too far away.
Which comments?
The ones that I usually read out.
On your phone.
Somebody said, it's great like this. Loud Dave, silent Andrew.
Wow, that's harsh. Who said that?
Alverde 13.
Block him.
Cheers for the winners at the Cora on Friday, Dave. Well done for listening to me and not these two hooligans.
One winner, and once in the blue moon, he shouts from the hilltops.
I told you the winner, and I told you the winner of the 2-year-old race. See, I'm good at the 2-year-old race. The 2-year-old race, a good one as well. The filly. 7-1.
Who?
Miss and Scene.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah, well, I like the flats. So.
Anyway, we're here and we're going to go through Ante-Post markers. So we're going to give picks for the Arc, Champions Day, either the UK or Ireland, whichever one the lads have chosen. Breeders' Cup, King George, and then one from Cheltenham next year. So we're going to kick off with, when I get my stuff together, get off with the Arc and the Hollywoodbets odds are scrolling underneath. Dave, we're going to start with you. As of now, who is your idea of the winner of the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe 2021?
I have 2 bets going, and they're both meeting at the Irish Champions Stakes.
I didn't ask you that question. I asked you who's going to win the Arc.
St. Mark's Basilica.
Really?
Yep.
On
the basis of that, I have him backed, and I want him to go there.
that's a good excuse of any.
I have Tarnama backed, and I have him backed. I have both of them backed.
What do you say to that?
I think St. Mark's Basilica, missing his engagement at the Judgment, he may go for the Arc then later in the year because of that. I don't think they'd bring him to the Breeders' Cup. He's French bred as well, and he ran in the French races. The French Guineas, French Derby, and last year he only ran in the Dewhurst because remember the gain feed incident, and he didn't get to run in France on Arc Day.
Yes.
So he's by Uni, likes a bit of soft ground.
Right, come here. Tell me this before you go on to that. You know, you're on about French bred there.
Yep.
Does that really have much bearing on where he runs? It was just probably because he probably likes soft ground a bit more.
I think it's more to do with his stallion value and getting French mares over for when he goes to stud. Like they're not going to send him to, more than likely they want to go to French bred horses, and I think that's what it's about. They want him to win Group 1s over there. But I do think he'd stay at a 1 mile 4. His breeding is kind of a mile and 2, but I do think he'd stay at 1 mile 4. So I'd pick him over Tarnawa, but I do have them both backed.
I think Tarnawa every day of the week. I think she could be one of the best mares we're ever going to see. She can win on any ground, any track, anywhere, any country. She's just so uncomplicated. You can put her wherever you want in the race. She'll find a way to win. You just go back to her this time last year. She burst onto the scene in Cork when she beat Cayenne Pepper. And she went on over to France, won the Group 1. The Prix de l'Opera, she beat the likes of Alpine Star, Ordera. She beat Rahib, wonderful tonight. And the race after that, she went on over to the Breeders' Cup. She beat a field of Magical, Channel Maker, Lord North, Mogul, and a few more big American horses. And she done it quite easy.
Lord North Joseph.
You really hate... Anytime he's in a bit of form, no form.
Yeah, I tell you that race he won at, was it Maidan?
Maidan, yeah.
Dubai. That's the worst.
Yeah, it was a shit race.
Worst group one ever.
But look, she beat Magical, and she beat Magical going away. She got up just before the line, but she was only hitting top gear.
I love Magical.
You do.
She was still running.
This is my reason of putting her up. I put her up already. I think she'd beat St. Mark's Basilica at Champions Day. And she does that. She's going to go joint favoritism with Snowfall.
You didn't even back there now, but last year me and Tom backed there on Arc Day. Do you remember that, Tom? We told him.
Yeah.
We told him, and he wouldn't listen.
What's that got to do with right now?
I'm just saying.
Back to the Breeders' Cup, though.
Yeah, I backed Magic.
See? Didn't listen to me, Tom. Sitting in the same room.
It was heart over head.
Yes. But yeah, that's the basis behind it. I think she's going to win Champions weekend, and her price is going to contract even more. And look, I may as well say it now before we get onto it. So I'm going to put her up. I'll put her up for the Breeders' Cup, Breeders' Cup turf as well, because I think the same thing is going to happen. She'll win Champions weekend. And then if she goes with the Arc, you're looking at a very, very, very short price favour for her to go back to back winning that race. But yeah, I think Tarnower for the Arc anyway. What about you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm Tarnower for the Arc. She's so versatile. She can go on any ground. There's so few question marks about her, I think. Snowfall is way too short for what she's been beaten. Absolutely, yeah, just way too short. Mishriff as well. I don't even think he'll run here. A Wonderful Tonight is very ground dependent. Adair,
look in your phone.
He looks like
I can see them.
He's been put away for an autumn campaign, so be interested to see if he turns up here. Hurricane Lane, it looks like he's going to go for the Ledger, so I doubt he's going to run. So Mark's Basilica, Dave, you put him up. He's 12-1 in the place. He's a lot shorter for the Champions Stakes at Ascot, so I would be surprised if they ran him and Snowfall here. I reckon they'll probably go for the Champions Stakes on Champions Day at Ascot. And then after that, you're into Chronogenesis, Love, Rabia, Pile Driver. I think she's a solid bet, especially if you want to. I'm not a massive fan of backing horses each way, Ante-Post, but this is a bit different because we're really close to it now. So if you wanted to back her each way at 5 or 6-1, would not put you off it at all.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, so that's 2 for Tarnawa and 1 for. Oh God, what'd you say?
The King, St. Mark's
Basilica. Right, we will move on now, and we will head to the Irish and wrong. Yeah, Irish and English Champions Day. So look, I don't have any bet because I don't know what you're putting up. So Tom, you take it away. Irish and English Champions weekend.
Look, I actually think this is where they'll go with St. Mark's, and if they don't go here now, if they go here with, if they go not here, sorry, hang on, what am I on about? That's the Irish Champions Stakes.
Either or.
What's that?
Either or, Irish or English Champions Day.
Yeah. Look, to be honest, this is the weakest of the lot for me. I haven't got a massive opinion. Depends where Mishriff goes. If Mishriff and St. Mark's turn up at Ascot, that's a hell of a race. I can see that. I can see St. Mark's going there after the Irish Champions Stakes. Oh, look, to be honest, I'm not mad keen on anything for those. I'd maybe say Mishriff, maybe.
Fair enough. You?
On English Champions Day, I would go to the QE2 and I'll take on Palace Pierre with the same horse that won the race last year, the Revenant, the French horse. He ran twice in May. He will most likely come back when the ground is soft, and the ground most likely that day will be soft or heavy. And he's 6-1. Palace Pierre is odds on, I think.
Value.
It's unbelievable value. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying, boy.
It is.
It is. Yeah, I agree.
He bet fair and square last year. All he
agree.
wants is heavy ground.
Yeah. Like I'm on the same kind of angle you're going with the ground wise. I'm going for the Champion Stakes and last year's winner, Adabe. Put him up last year. It's just literally the ground is going to be. It's going to be what he wants. Look, it's going to be middle of October. It's going to be soft ground. It's Ascot. He's second in the year before behind Magical, I think. He won it well last year. He's around 10-11-1. I think he's a great each way bet. You know what you're going to get with him. You know he's going to go on the ground. So he's my one for a Champion Stakes at British Champions Day. Anything else for this?
I've actually got one there just quickly. Is the Fillies and Mare Stakes at Ascot on Champions Day. If you go through that's on the 16th of October, right? Snowfall most likely going for the Arc. Wonderful Tonight going for the Arc. Tarnawa going for the Arc. They're the first three in the betting. So for me, you've got to get stuck into this race. I would probably give Alpinista the best chance. Won a Group 1 in Germany this year. It's 10-1. 10-1 looks an insane bet if you don't think the three of those at the top of the market. Like in reality, they're not all going to turn up, and I'd be doubtful if any of them turned up. So
very good. I look at that. I spelled British wrong.
Hey, nearly got it right.
Look, that's what happens when you rush things the last second. Anyway, we are moving on to America and the Breeders' Cup. Dave, take it away. Selections for the Breeders' Cup. Any race?
The Breeders' Cup, turf sprint, and glass slippers.
I was going to put up, but I had a feeling you were going to go with it.
She's going to win another couple of Group 1s at the end of the year, and I'm sure she'll retire then. But it seems to me it's all geared around that. It looked like she wanted heavy ground before, I think, but she's not ground dependent. She just needs a couple of runs to get fit. And then game ball, I'd say it'll be the same as last year. It'll be the race at the Curragh, that's the Group 1 now, and then over to the Breeders' Cup.
I think this tighter track at Del Mar will suit her.
Yeah, she's very fast.
I wish Batash was still in the train just to do that for a crack.
Yeah, his legs were gone.
They were like mine. Tom, what about you?
Mine actually comes in the Breeders' Cup Mile, and it's because he's a bigger price with some bookmakers. But Palace Pier is 5-2 here. You're taking on a Poetic Flair. Baid is in the betting. I can't see him going there. St. Mark's, can't see him turning up there, and then the rest are American horses or not very good English horses. So Palace Pier 5-2 for the Breeders' Cup Mile. Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
Okay, I have already, I said, Tanawa for the Breeders' Cup Turf. Another one I have is in the Fillies and Mares. Last year's winner, Adaria. She had a good run on her comeback against Love.
I backed her last week. I don't know how she didn't win.
I know. I'll get to that. She ran no sort of race ago, but at Goodwood. But look, you can always forgive a horse a bad run at Goodwood. And she, as Dave said, don't know how she got beat last week at Deauville. She got beat by Grand Glory. It was a neck, just done on the line, more or less.
Iritz was on her as well.
Yeah, Iritz Missable.
Iritz Mendizabal.
I was close enough.
I'm still scratching my head. I just don't. I can't understand how she lost.
I know.
Because she was a length up, and it's like she just stopped.
I watched it about 2 hours ago. I was like, how did she get bet from here?
She went a full length up with about 100 yards to go. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But look, I think she's the right type of horse for this race again. she'd be trained for this race. I presume she'll go again. She's around 12-1, which for me, I think is a massive price for a horse that's already to win the race. It's not much stronger than last year. Yeah, I think she's still in fine form, and I think 12-1 is a big price for the Breeders' Cup Fillies and Mare. Getting to know me American form. I know the American form better than I know the British form.
Yeah.
You know it's a British horse in America. But anyway, what are you reading?
Yeah, just going through the comments there.
Right, moving on. Jumps racing, King George. Who wants to kick it off?
I'll do it. I don't mind.
Right, off you go.
We're rattling through these, lads.
What's gone? 15 minutes.
Now we look at some comments when we finish.
You don't want.
This might take a while though, because there might be a bit of argument here now in a minute.
Right, so the King George, I was looking through the betting
If
and
you say throw it on, you're sacked.
who I think will run and who I think won't run, and I fell on Asteroid.
Did you?
Yeah, Asterion for lunch. I think Willie has Allaho in there. I think Allaho would run there now.
I don't think I'll hold it on there.
No, I think Allaho will run there because he's fast. I can't see them going back to the Irish Gold Cup or whatever it's called.
Oh,
With
Kaboom.
Allaho.
well, hello.
Yeah.
I can see him doing the exact same thing they done last year. Willie Mullins is a very, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of fella. And I know his 3 wire stretches him. But Willie Mullins is that kind of trainer that just he repeats last year's things. Same with Album Photo, same with when he had Hurricane Fly. They all more or less do the same thing if they keep winning championship races.
He has so many of them. I can't see Monkfish going there. I can see Allaho going there. I say Monkfish should stay in Ireland. Album Photo, his legs are probably
He's saying Ireland.
So I fell on Asterion because I do think the Irish horses are obviously better still. It's the right way around for him. He wants to go right-handed. And I think he got together at the end of last season.
Well, does jumping not still worry you? Oh, fly.
He'll always worry me, but like at 16-1, I'm willing to be worried.
Okay.
So that's all right.
Your best friend, Envoy Allen.
For the King George.
For the King George. 20-1 is way too big, in my opinion. This could be a race tailor-made for him. 3 miles around Kempton. He's a speedy horse. Look, the 2 times he's only ever beat, he fell when going off odds-on favourite for the Marsh, and he broke his pelvis in Punchestown. I don't get how you're writing him off so much. Is beyond me.
All I hear is excuses.
All right there, love.
I said live on air last week, love, pile of shite.
Yeah, but Envoy Allen is not like...
You're going to hold on. You're going to hold on this all year.
I'm not.
Same as Kubo, and you're just going to lose money.
He's beaten nothing. We can say that about a load of horses that's going on to do big things. Manila Indo last year had fuck all form going into the Gold Cup, and he won the Gold Cup. He beat Milan Native around Wexford. He fell in the Savills. He was 4th in the Irish Gold Cup, and he bowls up then in the Gold Cup. He did bounce. He bounced all over the place.
Dave, is the reason you don't fancy Envoy Allen in this because he's a 3 mile plodder and the speed of the King George won't suit him?
Yes, exactly, Tom. He's just not what everyone made him out to be.
What do you mean made him out to be?
What do you mean made him out to be? He's fallen and got injured. That's
how is he not? He's a multiple Grade 1 winner.
He was the second coming. He's Christ himself.
He's a multiple Grade 1 winner. He's fallen and he's broke his pelvis. And now he's suddenly shit.
He didn't break his pelvis. He
fractured his pelvis. And now all of a sudden he's shit.
No, there's nothing to do with his pelvis.
What is it?
It was his joint. He had a chipped bone in his joint.
Dave,
Tom told you he had a wind issue as well.
I don't mind the wind issue. He's fine.
He does have a wind issue. That's a fact.
Problems. All I'm hearing is problems. He'll have to wear shoes running now as well. Like
they all fucking wear shoes.
Boots, runners.
Oh, mother.
He can go around the bubble so he don't fall anymore. Or don't break his pelvis or whatever happened to him.
What? You just tipped up a Styrian phalange for this, for fuck.
You took the words out of my mouth.
I am willing.
You stuck up.
I'm willing.
An absolute shy hawk.
Yeah, well.
That falls every second run. and needs to go right-handed and needs to, God forbid, get from one side to the other without breaking his neck.
I hope he beats.
He's 16-1 and a multiple Grade 1 winner who has fallen and chipped whatever the hell he's after chipping, and now is back. It's 20-1.
The novice chase, he won the Grade 1. Was it the Drinmore or something? Yeah. Name the horses he bet in that race for me, please.
I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
Now, take your time. Look them up.
It's Filia Dudaries or something like that.
And who else?
Jesus Christ. They're Grade 2s or Grade 1s around Ireland. They all avoid each other. They do it every day of the week. Like, what's your whole synopsis behind it? Well, how many Grade 1s you have to win?
Over fences.
How many Grade... Oh, in his whole career. Fences and hurdles.
Fences. We're talking about fences here.
How many...
One Tom said it.
Okay. He's won one. How many is Asturian Falange won?
Over fences?
Yeah.
None.
Exactly. And you're getting on to me.
They ran scared of him. Why were they scared of him?
They did run scared of him. Every trainer in Ireland ran scared
man
of him.
Joseph Connolly.
Willie Mullins.
Sam Crow. Just one word.
I never bought into that. And you know I never bought into that shit.
Never bought into this.
You just don't buy into things just to be different. You do the same thing with Honeysuckle. You do the same thing with Aloe.
No horse has ever done the Drinmore double. No, there you go.
What? The Drinmore double?
Yeah, that's...
You can't. This is a novice race.
How would you win the Drinmore twice?
You can't win the Drinmore twice. It's a novice race. You can't go back and be a novice again after winning.
I think he means the Drinmore and then win the Cheltenham.
Ah, well, that makes sense. I take that back. Apologies.
Stop him, Andrew. Show no respect. I never show respect to that horse.
Quite lovely horse in person, I have to say.
Beast.
He is a big boy. Then you take Manila Indo, comes out next to him, you're going, oh, fuck. He's fat. But yeah, I think that's a great price for Envoy Allen, and I'm going to have the old Monday free bet is going on him for this.
You should do that.
Tom, what about you?
I hate you because he's one of my selections. And I thought I was being quite clever, and I thought he's been well missed in the market at 20-1. Because another thing is Henry has got not an issue, but he's got a problem on his hands that he needs to solve as well this year. Is where do all of these horses that look like they want 3 miles go?
I can solve that for him. I know where to put him.
And it's tough enough. He's got Manila Indo. He's got a Plutard. He's got Envoy Allen then for a Gold Cup as well. You look at those horses, and he's got to try and split them up some way, you'd imagine. A Plutard needs to go left-handed, so he's not going to go to Kempton. Manila Indo, I don't know about that. It wouldn't be for me to do that first race this season. Manila Indo does not look like a King George horse at all. So if you're going to have a look at a King George, Envoy Allen is the one. Now, the other one that I've been looking at is, and I disagree with you, because I actually think the owners could end up with 2 runners in the race, and I think Allaho will go here.
Told you.
Yeah, I think Allaho will go here, and I think
the race isn't even declared. Told you he's going there.
And I actually think this would suit him as well. He's 10-1 with one bookmaker, and NY Allen is 20s with a couple. I think if you back the 2 of those, you can be sitting pretty enough come Boxing Day or Stephen's Day. You look at the top of the market, Clanders Oboe must be about 80 at this stage. Chantry House is a glorified handicapper in my book.
How is he up at the top of the market? Someone explained
Chantry House?
How?
He's more Grade 1 wins than Roy Allen? Envoy Allen. Roy Allen. I call him Roy Allen from now on.
And then you've got a Plutard who is not going to run the King George. And then you've got
Chantry House. I don't get this. I know people have back. Loads of people in the comments have back for a Gold Cup.
Why?
There's nothing wrong with Chantry House. Chantry House is a good horse. I went back for the Gold Cup, but he's a good horse.
Yeah. The more I'm looking at this, actually, lads, right, the more I'm going to do this bet now tomorrow morning.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, it makes even more sense. Like Chantry House and Clanders Oboe, fine, no problem. I would love to take the 2 of those on with Allaho and Envoy Allen. But it's when you go further down, a Plutard not going to run. Then you get to Frodon. If Frodon comes up against a Grade 1 horse, he gets beaten. Chump has moved stables, hasn't he?
You would have said that last year about Frodon too.
Champ.
Everybody knew who was going to win the King George.
Yeah,
and Frodon was.
but it was a shit enough race. It was a shit enough race last year. If Envoy Allen and Allaho turn up, it's not a shit race.
Did you just say that Champ has had to move in stables?
No, sorry, that's Santini. Santini moved stables.
He shouldn't even be deserved to mention on the podcast. Some chap wrote in there about the new rules in Ireland about credit cards and debit cards, and he said, "Can you still make a bet on a debit card?"
Yes,
because it's not a credit card. You answered the question. Oh, never mind. Yes, you can.
You answered the question.
Yeah,
yourself.
never mind. Anyway, you keep going down this King George market. You've got Monkfish. He ain't going anywhere near a King George. Royal Pagaille, I may never win a race again. And then you've got Asterian Falange, who will jump God knows what way and try and fall at some stage. And then you'll
a beautiful grey, big progressive animal. Unlike
a big progressive animal.
Unlike
a big progressive thick fucker.
Unlike a regressive animal like Royale.
Royale, I love it. Oh, can't wait.
I love that the jumps is back and we actually had to start having a go at each other. The flat. Someone puts up a suggestion on the flat. And I don't think someone like Basilica is going to run in the Ark in a billion years, but I just don't care.
He said something like, "Oh yeah, okay. Tom, your thoughts?"
I'm positive he's going to run.
Who?
Say Mark.
See, we were worried. Tom was worried now we won't have enough time to talk about it. We haven't even hit Cheltenham yet.
Royale. 2 for Royale. Wow.
What? You put up a team that can't jump.
I'm taking 2 in that race.
Who? What?
I'm taking 2 in that race. Allaho and then Boyan.
Take 2.
I'm backing both of them.
Still won't get the winner.
Right, move on. Where are we going now? We are going.
Please say the Gold Cup and not some yucky flat racing.
Cheltenham Festival Ante-Post. He'll be so happy. He won't be happy on his stag night, but anyway, it's another story.
Do you know I've actually got the option of going to the Ark? So I'm in 2 minds now. I wasn't going to go. I'm in 2 minds now. The 2 of you are at this shit.
Tom, where are you? Who did I express train?
Who did I put up the last day for Cheltenham, Tom? Who do you have there?
I'll tell you now, Dave. You put up She Wears It Well for the champion hurdles. That was a non-selection. And then you put up another non-selection, which was My Drogo for the Arco.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
My Drogo, yeah.
Yeah, that's grand. So, I know my other 2 today. Yeah.
Go on then.
Both of them.
No, go on, Tom. You go.
Oh, I'll go. Well, I've only picked out 1 because I only thought we were allowed 1. So
I only picked out 1 as well, but they makes up for some rules.
I want 2.
Yeah, I'll filter mine through.
Sorry, Tom. How many horse Ante-Post selections are we going to have by the time we hit middle of February?
I don't know.
Everyone gave out about me because I had like 3 selections in the Gold Cup last year, but I had the first 2, so I don't care. Have as many as you like, lads. You make a profit. Who cares?
Who are you picking?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were waiting. This horse is as big as 12-1. It runs in the Gold Cup. We're starting up again, lads. A Plutard is going to win the Gold Cup.
Oh my God!
Heaven help us.
The Pluton train is back on again.
Oh, somebody crashed the train.
I'm putting this horse up right because he's 12-1.
And you love him.
And I love him, right? And I just feel he's only a 7-year-old. He'll be 8 next year for the Gold Cup. The Gold Cup is a tough enough race, and you need to be a hardy, toughened horse. He's had plenty of racing, but at the same time, that was only his third try, over 3 miles or plus. I think he's going to develop into a staying chaser. You can't say he's a staying chaser based on the back of one run in the Irish Gold Cup and then second in the Gold Cup. I still think there's improvement to come out of him.
You can't say he's a staying chaser.
No, you can't say like he's a seasoned staying chaser. You know, I think there's improvement left in him.
But why can't you say it though? He's
only had two. He had that one run around bloody Punchestown the wrong way. He didn't like it, and you can't judge him off 3 miles behind Delta work off of that. His last 2 runs have been his only other 2 runs over 3 miles. They're also the only runs he's won a tongue tie for. And I still think if there's one there, normally a horse finishes second in the Gold Cup, and you're not saying, "Oh, I think there's improvement to come." But he's one that I look at, and I really think there's improvement to come. Henry did the best thing ever in putting the 2 of them away after Cheltenham. I don't know if it was by design or not, but I think it's going to benefit the 2 of them massively. It's not that I don't like Indo, and bloody hell, I wouldn't fancy laying Indo or anything like that. But I just feel at 12-1, there's a bit more improvement out of a Plutard to come, and he's double the price of Indo. So,
do you think there's enough improvement to turn the tables?
Potentially, yeah. I wouldn't be 100% confident, but I think if I looked at the 2 horses and I said, right, which one of these could progress over 3 miles, it's a Plutard. You know, he's only won that tongue tie twice. He's only been over the 3 miles those 2 times, apart from bloody Punchestown, which he doesn't like. And I still think there's improvement in that lad over that trip. And he's also never been out the first 3 in any of his races. Like, what a hero of a horse.
Safe to say, one of your favourites.
Yeah.
Right, Greedy O'Keefe. Off with you with your 2.
My first one, I'm taking on Bob, and I'm going to put up Appreciated.
Well, that's your stupidity.
I think Appreciated's going to go for the Marsh.
I think the Arkle as well.
I think Appreciated's going to go for the Marsh. If you had stopped rudely interrupting me.
Dave, you got the wrong race. You're on about the Arkle. You've already put one up in that as well.
Jabs. I like this. I like this, Tom.
I think Appreciated will beat Bob.
Bob's not running the Arkle though.
In the Marsh.
Sorry, go on.
I
stopped now. I stopped now. Go on. Sorry, go on. No, go on.
No, that's
Come on, stop being a bitch now. Come on.
That's all.
Go on.
No.
Why is he going to beat him?
Because he's better than him.
On mock rounds.
He's faster.
How?
Less fat.
It's quite possible.
Yes, he
was fat.
more muscular.
Nah, it's not possible.
Better mind.
All right there, Dr. Doolittle. Jesus Christ. Fucking horse whisperer there.
Yeah. He asked me for the reason, so I gave it him.
Okay, fair enough. The second one then.
The second one's just a wild stab at Miss Paddy Power's Mayor's Chase, and it's not Tom's horse. I loved it with Tom's horse up.
I am absolutely disgusted, you know. You're convinced she's going to this. She's not in the betting.
Not in the betting.
I'll get it sorted.
I can't get in there. She's not in the betting.
Nah, she's rated 116. She ain't nowhere near that. Right?
Shit. 1 second.
Sean is rated higher than her.
We're having issues. The thing is going dead. But yeah, again, all the Willie Mullins mares going from hurdles. It's hard to know exactly what's going to go for the mayor's hurdle or what's going to go chase, and so it's after falling out. It just fell out. Everything is going wrong here. It's in now.
We just seen it inside the Tom's wedding night.
Hold up now.
I people are commenting on Appreciate It there just by Andrews doing that, Dave. I think Appreciate It is one of those would jump off in an Arkle and just go a gallop, and they just would not see what way he went because he stays well as well.
Wouldn't be so funny now if Appreciate It goes for the Marsh and your favorite horse Bob goes for the Arkle.
It would be very funny, yeah.
I'd laugh quite lots.
Happen,
but yeah, it's just a wild stab at one in the mayor's race, Galois. She's in the same colours as Honeysuckle. William Mullins. I could see her going over fences. She was up there at the top of the novices all year. Maybe didn't run the best at Cheltenham, but I think they knew about that. Tell me something, girl. Remember her?
That was. I won't be. It's good though. Good attempt.
Because she was in the same colours, and then she ended up winning easy. Tell me something. I think Ellie May is too short. She's been injured a few times in her career, and
do you need? Sorry,
I didn't expect that.
I don't even know what those words were.
Here's why. See,
Well,
if you say it loud enough, people just nod.
An outsider in Galway is just. I think she'd have a chance if she goes over the old fences.
The old steeple chasings.
I
Still
can't
on.
wait for Cheltenham next year, though, lads. I was planning
Still
on.
on Alice to run though.
Yeah. My one is a stab in the dark. I'm not even showing you yet. At the stairs hurdle.
Interesting. Where's he going? Classical Dream.
No. Chump.
Nah, no chance.
They just can't not persist with this whole he's a Gold Cup horse, he can jump fences properly.
So AP said he's staying over fences.
Well, AP, sorry, no, you need to have a hard look at whoever's making these races for you.
Said he wasn't happy last year.
Oh,
Said he wasn't a happy horse last year.
what's the happy horse?
Chump without Barry is a different chump.
Correct.
Wasn't a happy horse.
He's
I don't
not.
think anybody was. I don't think anybody in Nicky's stables was happy.
He's not a good jump. He's not a good jumper at all.
Had a virus.
What is the virus fucking stop his back legs from coming up over
It was
the
in
fence?
It was in his brain.
I don't know. It's a stab in the dark in a very open stairs hurdle. He's 20 to 1, which is a big price if he ends up going there. He's last seen
something.
last time he was over hurdles. He won a grade 1 in Aintree. Before that, he was beat by City Island. Remember him? What the fuck ever happened to him? City Island.
Bad race. You only bet championship.
So he's gone.
I don't think he won a race after that.
Huh?
I don't think he won a race
I don't
after
think
that.
he was ever placed in a race after that. I think he ran a handicap.
It was unfortunate.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, if he turns up on the day, he's not going to be 20 to 1. I think he'd be a lot more safer over a hurdle than he is over a fence. He's nearly as bad as.
So what you're
as
saying is
Kaboom.
he'd appreciate a fence or a hurdle?
No, he'd like a hurdle. I wouldn't say appreciate it.
Oh,
It'd be less of an effort. I know what you're doing there. Not falling for it. It'd be a lot easier for him to navigate.
Did Tom actually put up Absolute
to
Hard?
be? Yes, he did. Welcome to the podcast, Dave.
I thought that was a joke. I feel like I'm after going back and
this. Champ for the stairs hurdle if he ends up. I have another one. The hell of it. I was going to put. I was between two, and the other one was the latest exhibition
for the stairs hurdle.
For the stairs hurdle, he's 33 to 1 for the stairs hurdle.
Tom said he's useless.
He is useless.
See?
So I don't care if you think he's useless.
He said monk shit.
Monk shit is shit. Yeah. Monk shit.
Oh, monk shit.
He said monk shit too. So what you're saying is Royal and monk shit are not going to win races this year.
No, you said
no.
that.
Tom said that.
Tom said that.
No, I said monk shit. I said monkfish should not be anywhere near the top.
And cue Monkfish's new name.
He shouldn't be anywhere near the top of the Gold Cup market.
What price is he?
8 to 1, is he? Something like that.
He's a ridiculous price. Hang on, let's see.
You loved him last year. I don't know. He always does this.
Yeah, he was crap for that. He's as short as 7 to 2 for the Gold Cup, lads.
Wow,
that is short. 1, but that's stupid.
I'd rather get lay into Galloping the Champ for the RSA now than 7 to 2 for Monkfish.
He needs to jump better over fences though too.
Them hurdles are just in his way.
You think?
Yeah. He's a big, beautiful, black-looking bastard. No, he is.
Yeah.
He's this season's.
Done a bit of trotting in France as well.
What?
Done a bit of trotting in France.
Did he?
No, that was a lie.
What's trotting?
There was a horse.
There
was a horse called Galloping the Champ doing that fucking thing
down the road.
That may as well have been.
7-2 is short. I'm glad I bloody took him to win the RSA and win the Gold Cup now. So, hand on heart, I'd wait till he ran again to back to 7-2.
So you're going off Monkfish?
No, I'm not going off Monkfish.
You sound like you are.
I'm not going off Monkfish.
Tom's after getting into your head.
No, I'm not.
He is.
Ask me now who wins the Gold Cup next year.
Who wins the Gold Cup next year?
Monkfish.
I meant the year after, like the next year.
The year after?
Yeah.
Honeysuckle.
It's back, Tom.
It's not back, Dave. It's just not happening at all.
Bob Olinger wins it the year after.
You'll have to beat.
I'm more of a fan of that, yeah.
Tom will probably put up Absolute Tom again.
After winning the Veterans Chase.
46th year of the podcast. Tom puts up Absolute Hard. Leave it go, Tom.
Do you think he's more of a handicapper, Dave? Or
Absolute Tom?
Yeah.
I mean, he'll only win one race, and that's the second race of the season, and I'll have my money on him that day. That's it.
Lads, I've actually decided as well. Screw you two. You had two, so I'm having another one.
You have two, Tom.
That's it.
You go for it. That's it. That's brilliant.
And I actually like this bet a lot, actually.
Maniacs.
I agree, Andrew. Ellie May is plenty short in the Mayor's Chase.
I said that.
Or Dave. Sorry, Dave. I know you put up Galway.
You're very agitated tonight.
Always.
Very, very narky, isn't he?
You know what it is? He was about half an hour before we were doing the podcast. He was downstairs over in the gym. He wasn't a happy bunny at all. I was trying to have a conversation and I was getting like fucking grumpy walking around the place.
And eat enough Calippos today.
Wow.
Also the problem. Not enough sugar.
The one I'm putting up, right, is for the Mayor's Chase again, and she's 12-1, Mount Ida. Won there last year, got that incredible ride off Jack Kennedy. When he could
like 8 miles.
You'd think that, right? I think she'll get into her rhythm anyway. But the race before that, she'd been beaten at Fairless and got beat by Colreevy. That's obviously very good form. And then she went to Fairy House after Cheltenham and stayed on. She got outpaced and stayed on behind Ellie May as well. Now, my hope is that they go a million. Like, they went a really good gallop in that last year. They took each other on a long, long way out. And if you think about the race, you'll think that there were only 2 horses in it, but Shattered Love was only a couple of lengths behind them at the finish. And if they go a good gallop again, they
will, because Addison will be leading them.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah. Mount Ida, we'll win a lot of races between now and then, Dave. If we end up there anyway, I'll be very happy, man. But yeah, Mount Ida for me, the Cheltenham Festival form. She's got form behind Colreevy and Ellie May as well, which is obviously top class form in this grade. And it's when you look at who are the potential opponents are, like Put the Kettle On is going to go for the Champion Chase. Galwa, fair enough, but she's got more questions to answer. Stormy Island, I can't see them going back over fences. Annie Mack is what she is. Heaven Help Us improved a lot, but she'd be interesting if she went chasing, but I don't know what their plan is.
Should they try chasing with her last year?
Yeah, they tried chasing, it didn't work out. So
you didn't like it.
She was useless.
Yeah. So I can't see that happening. And then you've got Shattered Love. Magic Days is interesting. If she goes chasing, who knows?
Lunatic.
Yeah.
Full on Looney Tune.
Looney bin.
But some of those down there, I think Mount Ida's got a lot better form than those already. And she's got the chasing experience. Because don't forget, this isn't a novice chase. This is an open chase. So unless you jump really, really well, it's going to benefit you have more chasing experience, especially around Cheltenham. So yeah, Mount Ida for me, 12-1.
Chesterfield.
Just what?
I don't know.
True, Cheltenham.
Luke says, do Andrew and Dave live together? No, they live in the gym, basically.
Yeah, I'm actually here probably more than anywhere else.
I am as well now at this stage.
Good question.
No.
Any more questions? Go back onto it there. We have
no there.
Just,
Ooh,
I can't
shut up, boy, will you?
That is
So,
another good shout. Black Tears isn't in the betting for that race. Now, I don't know if their plan is to go chasing, but...
See, Big Gordo is back. He was advertising for stable staff the other day.
He's been doing that
Monkfish is
for a
a goat.
while, but yeah, he should be back in September sometime, I think.
Back everything he runs in the first week because he'll be out to make a point.
Big Toe Dan says,
would be-
who's better, Cotty, Alice, or Shona? Well, the ratings tell you Shona's better.
Come on, Shona. Go on. You had a question there and just gone off it now.
I'm after forget.
Fuck's sake.
I think Appreciated will go Marsh. They always thought he was a stayer with a kick. Battle hard. I like that.
Somebody just texted me and said Black Tears has apparently been retired. That's why she's not in the betting.
That would make a lot of sense.
Someone put Fiddler on the Roof 50s for the King George.
Stop now, will you?
If he wins the King George, I'm giving up watching race.
Go home. Good. Someone says Gordo would be punished next season. It's going to be interesting to see now how many of those horses go back to him after the summer. It was very easy to leave them where they were and then say, right, we'll make a decision over the summer. Be interesting. Like we know the Simon Monier horses and Isaac Swade horses aren't going back there. So
How much is a point in Ireland? Nijinsky, that is very hard to say, really.
450-ish.
That is more than that. On average, about 520, maybe.
What?
Yeah, it would be.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not.
It probably is.
No, it's not.
Waterford's not too
Where'd
bad.
you
Like,
buy your points?
in Waterford, but like you have to. I know, yeah. I mean, no, isn't it?
come down to my local. It's about 430 or 450.
Yeah, it's about
something.
Yeah, but that's like
It's about 450 in Alfie's.
it's not. It's 480.
And if you go to Temple Bar, it's about 850. So
That's what I'm saying.
You go to your wedding, it's
It
like
depends
€6.
where you go, like.
it's at least
Point
€6.
Like a pint of Moretti now is about 550. It's around a fiver, like on average.
Yeah. $5 average.
Dublin's very expensive.
Dublin's ridiculous.
Very expensive.
Come on, keep going.
I'm stressed that was the last one.
Was it? Okay, if that's the last one, that's the last one. All right. Unless he finds another one, we are back next week for the Betfair Sprint.
Look at Fiddler's
Jesus.
right-handed form, for fuck's sake, lads.
Yeah, shit.
And I respect he's sticking with it. He's even cursing and everything. You haven't the hope, but good.
Dave, who would you rather back for the King George? Fiddler on the Roof or Envoy Allen?
Oh.
Oh. Come on, big boy.
Roy Allen.
Dave knows. I can't believe you had to think about that at all. That is crazy.
I was actually thinking about it for a little while.
Why?
That horse was the second coming until he fell at second at Cheltenham. And then he got injured in a race.
He has no form.
He was also your certainty of the week.
You convinced me, and I knew all along he'd fall. I just
You
knew.
blame someone else then, like.
I just knew he'd do
This
something
thing is
wrong.
a certainty.
He just looked so good, and then you go back to his form, and it's just he's beaten no horses. Like
Gavin Kenny says, when is Shona running again? She's having a month off now after Tremor, and then we'll bring her back and build her up again sometime in November, probably.
Cheltenham.
Can't wait. Start planning our Cheltenham Festival preview night this week.
Where are we doing it?
To be confirmed. I'll tell you off air.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Are we going as well? And Hollywoodbets are paying on Hollywoodbets. Loads of content all day long. We'll put that racing blogger to shame. We'll be all over that content for the 4 days.
I'll just give you the camera. Me and you can sit in the box.
Oh,
Are we going to Cheltenham?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, well, I'm going
now.
anyway. I'm not missing that again. I missed that last year. It was bullshit. I'm not missing it again. I'm going.
You missed what?
Cheltenham. I was working out the other day, like my holidays in the year and where I wanted to go and stuff. And Cheltenham is like top of the list basically.
Honeymoon, second.
Yeah.
I've got the honeymoon booked. It's fine. So
Where are you going on
Cheltenham.
honeymoon?
Rhodes.
Oh yeah, in Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't want to go outside of Europe. So
It's fair.
Just with COVID and all that stuff, COVID cert and all that rubbish. God knows.
Yeah.
Anywho, right, that's us done for tonight. We are back on Wednesday where we will be previewing the Betfair Spring Cup from Haydock, where we'll see can we come up with another excuse for Dragon Symbol to win and so on. Starman is favourite, 13-8. Good race. Should be a good race in that weekend as well. So, again, thanks for watching. Keep liking and subscribing. And we'll see you again Wednesday for another weekend preview.